topic for today that we have had. We have on the floor, we have 2 Samuel chapter 15. This is about the rebellion of Absalom. And I think before we begin, Sister Elaine had a question earlier on, and she was talking, where was God? Why did God allow it? Did God allow it? That's the first question, Sister Elaine. Did God actually allow Absalom to do what he did? And the answer is maybe not. Because if we go back again, Sister Elaine, on the date of the creation, God gave us the power of choice. God cannot stop. He could, if he wanted to, because he is God. He can do anything. But the one thing, the most sacred thing that God offered man is the power of choice. He has given us the capacity to choose. And for that reason, that will answer our question, why do bad things happen to good people? Why do bad things happen to good people? Because normally the normal dogma of, or the usual mantra of people, of the philosophy, is that when a person is good, is doing the right thing, then the good thing will happen. Palaging ganyan. Pag maganda, mabuti, tama ang ginawa, dapat tama rin, maganda rin ang bunga. Not necessarily. It doesn't guarantee. Kaya minsan nagtataka tayo bakit may mga masasama ang buhay, masasama ang ginagawa, pero nagtatagumpay. May mga tao naman napakabuti, napakagaling, napakabait, pero hindi maganda ang kinalalabasan. But why did Absalom manage to do what he wanted to do? Where was God? God was there. God was stuck to that gift. The power of choice. So Absalom managed to do what he did. When people were talking about where was God during the 9/11, there were many people who died. The United States of America, the epitome of the superpower. Why did these Muslim people manage to do what he did, or what they did? Where was God? God was there. God was looking while things happen. Could he stop it? Yes, he could. But the moment God stops everything that happens to everyone, then everything will be just in accordance to the works of God. And the tendency will be, Sister Elaine, that the tendency, if something bad happens or something, because the bad things is sometimes subjective to one's definition or standard. What bad thing to you may not be bad thing to me. What happened to Uriah, it was bad thing to him, but it was a different thing to the mindset, to the definition of thing to David. It was a good thing to David. You see? Do you understand, mga kapatid? So bad is depending on or subjective to whoever is making that definition. Ano ibig sabihin ko, mga kapatid? So, kung lahat na ng mga bagay ay i-stop ng Diyos para lang maging maganda, nawala na yung elements of free will. Naging controlled na yung zone. Pag pumasok ka, I'm driving now, pag pumasok ka sa isang street, may makikita ka na this city or this road is a controlled zone. Ibig sabihin, controlled. May mga camera. I'm driving my car. I used to have a car, Sister Alice, that says, even no matter how much I press on the clutch o yung silinyador na nagpapabilis sa sasakyan, but the car is controlled to up to a certain limit. So kapag ginalaw na ng Diyos, Sister Elaine, yung ating free will, yung ating capacity to choose or power of choice, then lahat ng bagay pwede na nating isisi sa Diyos. Kasi ginagalaw ng Diyos eh. Panginoon, hindi naman ako may gusto niyan eh. Ikaw ang may gusto niyan eh. Disisihin mo ng Diyos. Sabi ng Panginoon, God will give you the power to choose. But you need to understand that you will get the consequences of whatever choice you made. Kaya sabi ng Panginoon, the life and death is in the power of your tongue. We have the right to choose. The right or the wrong. The good or the evil. Sabi ng Panginoon, it's in your hands. I'm not gonna tell you, but you know what is right. And you know what is wrong. Deuteronomy 28 verse 1 to 14. If you obey and hearken to the voice of the Lord your God, these good things, these blessings will come and overtake you. If you hear, if you listen to the voice, if you do the commands of God, these are the good stuff. But the moment you disobey, from chapter 28 verse 15 to 60 something 4, God says, then all these curses will come and overtake you. So laging ganun ang buhay, Sister Elaine. There's always the if. Kaya Absalom managed to do what he did. God could stop it if he wanted to, but in this occasion, God did not use his power to do it. That's why, Sister Elaine, there is a thing called miracle. The miracle is not the normal occurrence of things. Miracle happens when the acts of God intervenes to the normal occurrence of our daily lives. Kaya sabi, himala. Kasi ginalaw ng Diyos eh. May ginawa ang Diyos eh. Kasi kung walang ginalaw ang Diyos, mangyayari yung dapat mangyari all the time. Amen ba mga kapatid? Kung ikaw ay hindi nag-aral, very likely, mahirap ka. Kung wala kang kilala, wala kang connection, wala kang trabaho, hindi ka kakain. Kasi wala kang kita. But sometimes God has to touch. God has to intervene. Yun ang tinatawag, Sister Elaine, na divine intervention. The divine intervention is the acts of God. This is where He intervenes. Without God's intervention, the normal things will always be normal. The usual answer will always be usual. Yung laging sagot, yung lagi palagi ang sagot. But sometimes ginagalaw ng Diyos yun. Yun ang tawag doon, miracle. At yung miracle na yun, Sister Alice, you don't get it every single day. I'm talking about on the normal definition of miracle. Kasi may mga pastor nagsabi na every day is a day of miracle. Yes, our lives are miracle already. But for the purpose of our topic today, the miracle that I'm trying to emphasize is about the will of man. We have our own choices to make. But out of those choices, Sister Elaine, you get the consequences.